Hey everybody, Deane here, and in this short video, I want to share with you the 30-second story template. This is actually one of the most powerful ways to share Healy, and it's a structure. Okay, so by the end of this video, I want to give you confidence in this structure. You might not know all the pieces to it, but by the end of it, by putting together your story in this structure, it's going to give you confidence to go out there and share from the heart, and also to just connect in a real authentic way with other people. But I can tell you one thing about your story, guys. It's your excitement and enthusiasm and just your general energy that's going to be introducing you. That's going to be really the most powerful thing here. So get a pen and paper ready. And then let's just get into this in a couple of seconds. So it's really important to do this because you can share this anytime. Okay, you can share this anywhere, whether it's on a webinar, at an event, at a coffee shop, with a friend, on the phone, on a three-way call, in a chat. Like, you can do this written or verbal on a voice note or in person. It's your story. Okay, and this is really, really powerful to just remind you that your story is $1 million story. Your story is worth $1 million. It's inside of you right now, and it's time to actually share that. Okay, don't worry about any of the judgment or criticism or the, whether you get nervous and things like that. Start to really step in and own and be bold with your story, because it's your story that's really going to cut through the noise of this world and really connect with the hearts and minds of other people. Now, you have this right now. If you say you don't have it, you're just being really hard on yourselves. Let's stop that, and let's give you this structure so we can actually discover your internal story. So I'm just going to pull this up here. Now, you can find these notes and this structure on the link above in this video, or somewhere around this video. So step number 1 is creating your story. This is step 1 of the 5 steps. And so just to recap, right? This is all about sharing from the heart. So whatever it takes for you to get into your heart, whether you have like a meditation before doing this, whether you're about to jump on a webinar or you're about to do a call, whatever your practice is to get present and grounded into your heart, coming from your heart rather than your head, and whatever your practice is to get excited about this, your excitement is going to be the most powerful thing. Okay, so here's step number 1. Take a big deep breath in, exhale slowly, smile, and connect from your heart. Okay, that's step number 1, get present. Step number 2 is, where were you before Healy? Okay, 3 challenges that you had for your health. Now, when we're going to be referring in the beginning, we're just going to be starting with a health story. Okay, we're going to go through the structure for your health story. On the other side of this, what you can do after that is actually go through your wealth story, your money story. These are 2 separate stories used at different times with different people in different scenarios. So acknowledging that there are 2 different stories. Don't try to combine them, right? Just try to keep them in their own structure, in their own integrity. So step number 2. So for example, you might have struggled. You say, hey, look, before Healy, I was struggling with my sleep. I was struggling with anxiety or my energy or my digestion, or for me, it was like pain that I've had in my body for over 10 years. And so you say that's the beginning part. Step number 4 is, what are your results since using the Healy, and what are your top 3 programs? So hang on a minute. Yeah, step number 3 is actually down here, my bad. Step number 3 is, who shared Healy with you and how long have you had the device? So I've had the Healy now for 8 months. A family friend has introduced me to it. And I think just giving that bit of context, you've had it for 3 months or 6 months, or you've only had it for a week, give some context to the story. And also sharing that it was from a family friend or a mentor or health practitioner or just your best friend or just some random on social media, whoever it was, helps the other person realize that this is like, it's a word of mouth thing, and it's to be comfortable with them experiencing this experience through you. So you're the one introducing them. So that's like, it's just like a normal thing, right? So I was introduced by this person 8 months ago. Before using it, I was, having struggles with this. Step number 4, depending on the structure. Step number 4 is, what are your results since using the Healy, and what are your top 3 favorite programs? So as a result of the Healy, I now have deeper sleeps. My energy is consistent without stimulants, and my tummy loves me more than ever. Okay. The couple of favorite programs might be digestion, might be energy, might be mental balance acute. I love mental balance acute, right? So adding that into your story. So hopefully you guys right now are writing this down in your notes. By the end of this video, I want you guys to actually have a structure so you can practice this. Now, step number 5, what do you now believe about the world because of this experience with Healy? Or why are you so excited for the future because of Healy? So here's a couple of examples. E.g., I now believe that everyone deserves to feel amazing in their body without pills, right? If that's what you believe, share that at the end. Or I am so excited to help raise the vibration of the planet with other high vibers that are in this community. The future looks so bright and fun. I absolutely love Healy. Whatever it is to kind of caption it off. So for example, you know, my story is somewhere around, what was my story? Let's go with mine. So before Healy, I was actually already very healthy. Okay, but I still struggled with some digestion issues. I've had some pain in my neck, my jaw, and some CrossFit injuries for over like 5 to 10 years. And also I've had anxiety throughout my life, and I'm always open to new kind of techniques to ground me. I was introduced to this through a family friend about 8 months ago, step number 3. And since using the Healy, it's balanced out my digestion. I feel so calm in my body. It's helped me stay more grounded, reducing my anxiety, keeping me really, really calm for my sleeps and making up more refreshed, as well as helping me with pain. It's reduced like 80% of the pain that's in my jaw and within some of these injuries within 20 minutes. I've absolutely loved the Healy. My favorite programs are the Mental Balance Acute, the Energy Program, as well as the pain programs for my body. And what I now believe is I truly believe that the whole world needs Healy. The whole world needs a device to support their body energetically, along with all the healthy habits, to not bypass what they're already doing, but to accelerate the results that they want through microcurrent, through this incredible machine that we have. And so that's a bit of a snapshot of mine, but you can actually learn from, this is Peter's sister, this is Peter, this is Flo before he even had his Healy. These are some ideas for you. Now, you're probably wondering, I don't have a Healy yet. So that's fine, that's great. Do what you can of this, but borrow someone else's story, borrow my story, borrow someone else, your sponsor, right? Start collecting stories on a notepad or in your mind or somewhere, get them out, be clear, have 5 to 10 testimonial stories that you've either read or heard about or experienced, or people have told you about that, to have that as your story to begin with. Okay, it's these results and the testimonials that really are driving Healy globally. This is so exciting because of the life-changing results. And so if you do have your Healy and you have experienced your results, then obviously go through this structure. If you want to create a wealth story as well, go through this structure as well, creating more of a wealth before, you know, Healy. I was broke. I've been introduced to Healy by this. I've been working my bum off and have created this amount of wealth. And now I'm just so excited to create more financial freedom and really support my family. Whatever this flow is for you financially, you can also combine it and be flexible with these questions. Now, remember, when you're now presenting this at events or workshops or with people or wherever it is, if you ever get nervous, you're like, oh, what do I say? Just come back to this structure. Yeah. Come back to this time and time again. Literally what you've written down right now, or what you will after this video, is just the beginning of your story. This is going to take time to marinate. This is going to take time to really feel into. You know, when I first started doing stuff like this, I never liked scripts. You know, I'm definitely not a script person. I'm more improv and go with the flow. But there's a lot of power, like in acting that I used to do. We used to all get scripts, you know, for an acting scene. And you're like, in the beginning, it sounds horrible. For the first couple of days, it sounds like you're a robot. But after that, it starts to get into your cells. It starts to get into your body. And that is like in full alignment. Yeah, it's just fully you. And that allows that expression to come through organically. So this will take some time, right? This might take a month for you to truly master your story. And it will take time for you to actually remember, oh, that element was really important, or that element, or you can start to hear your story back with some feedback, or actually sharing it on video to get some ideas on where to improve, what went well, what could have been done better, and what can you do next time, because it's all a refining process. So really my task for you guys right now is to write it out on your notepad or pen. Then I want you to actually type it into this group in a post. And if you're really game, I want you to film it. it should only take 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds to a minute maximum. Anything longer than a minute is too long. And this is your challenge today, is write your story out, either type it into the post in this group or actually film it and post it into this group as well. This is a private, safe space. We're all going to learn from everyone's stories, and we're all going to be able to give constructive criticism to say, hey, this might be something to focus on. Hey, work this, so that when after you've shared here, then when you're sharing with people in the real world, you're going to have more power and influence. Okay, really, this is all about influence. This is all about refining what's already inside of you, because you are the gold, as we train everyone about. You are the gold, and it's how do you then express that in a heartfelt manner over and over and over again. Yeah, this is a simple structure that your whole team, to duplicate this, whether it's just you and a couple of people in the team, or whether it's you and hundreds of people or thousands of people within the Healy team, this is a simple structure for us to be really solid and allowing us to be bold and confident with our story. So as you can see, guys, I'm super passionate about this. This is really the beginning, the fundamentals of what we're doing: network marketing, social selling, being an influencer, being a presenter, really impacting people's lives is about sharing from this place, following a structure, embodying that, and then expressing that from the heart. And watch the people listen to you. They're going to listen to you. And then you're going to start actually adding this story into more things. It's going to be one part of a post, or it'll be part of an interview. You get asked to do an interview. This will be the beginning of the interview, always sharing your story. And so the story is a fundamental pillar in your influence as time goes on. So for you to either if you're just expressing Healy to a couple of people, or you really want to own this business and become a leader and a top leader in this company, you can do it. And it really comes back. First step is this story. Please do this for you, do this for your team. You will lead by example, right? Lead with confidence and really own this. And you'll be super surprised and amazed at the impact you will have, not just with Healy, within Healy business, but just in general into what's possible for you with your story and the world. So thank you guys for watching, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day.